ọmọ ta ni ẹ oní rẹ̀bẹ̀ Ọlásọdé Vicarage ló ti wá rẹ̀bẹ̀ Ọlásọdé débi o ẹni ọwọ́ tẹ̀lé mi no, I was living in this thing. Yeah, no.
Ẹlẹ́yin ju ẹ̀gẹ́.
The wife is late. To become any of one land. Boss on you are trained.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are honored to be here this afternoon in the office of the principal of Abeokuta Grammar School, the person of Mr. Elegbede. Thanks for welcoming us. Here are members, majorly members of AGSOBA 805, Papa Ori's children, students. That's right. And I believe you know so many faces here, but we still have to introduce ourselves properly. I'm Mr. Olaiwola Shedomi. I'm the current president of AGSOBA 805, and my vice chairman is the photographer for today. AGSOBA Bidemi Taiwo is the current vice president, and the general secretary is AGSOBA Sheyi Abato. He's seated here. So I will just let those present here to just introduce themselves, because there are one or two people that came with Tunde, and we also want to know them very well. So we are privileged, before I asked them to do that, we are privileged to have with us Mrs. Fajobi.
Miss. You don't want to give everything this and this.
Well, you were correcting earlier on. Sorry, man.
It's what we are used to.
Former. That's what we used to. We are honored with your presence, man. Thank you very much for always identifying with AGSOBA 805 courses. God will continue to do this. If you recall, sir, we did an earlier presentation, and where we, in the name of AGSOBA 805 project, a projector and a laptop, which we informed the school that they were donated by a member of our set, the person of AGSOBA Tunde, Elegbede. And I informed you then, sir, that it was meant to be a project which will be done in phases. And that initial one was just to kickstart it. And we have been on his neck since that time. Since we came with the first set, we have been on his neck that the school is still expectant of the promise. And if not for a big party that he did recently, he celebrated his 50th birthday, and we should have come earlier than this for this presentation. But thank God. So when he now informed us that he will be in Nigeria physically, I say, oh, that's wonderful. That will be an opportunity for him to personally come over and do the presentation. He's a great son of Imashai. So later he will introduce himself properly. So for now, so I will just let us go like this so that the principal will know us properly before he formally welcomes us. So let's just go like this.
double chief.
No, let's.
He was introduced. Let him introduce himself. Yes, double chief.
Well,
I'm PRO, current PRO.
Well, this time I'm chief.
Oh, yeah. I'm allowed to somewhere.
We didn't hear that.
AGSOBA bring bad money.
I'm AGSOBA, Carol, the treasurer.
I'm AGSOBA,
Okay, which center? Okay.
AGSOBA, Abeokuta. AGSOBA, Ọlọ́run fún mi, Adédìran Àdìsá, DJTUNDE.
Which center?
I'm AGSOBA from Ayodeji.
For me, AGSOBA, Odulaja Oluwafemi Samuel, 82 cents.
Okay. No, wait. You talk
No. I will.
Okay, you will talk later.
I have to.
First do introduction.
Yeah, my name is AGSOBA. I have to follow your lead. Baba Tunde, Abeokuta. All the way from the 85 Benza. We have a special patent. It's a huge honor to be here from California, and I wish my children are here to see this. So thank you very much, everyone.
My name is AGSOBA David. I was here some 3 weeks back on the resumption with AGSOBA Folashade Fadejo. We granted us audience here, the same officer. So it's a pleasure to be back here. I'm feeling sensitive.
I'm AGSOBA, Baba Tunde Walter, Australia.
Jega.
So that's us. You may wish to formally.
I bid all of you welcome. The AGSOBA 85 and the accomplices. So welcome back to your school. As said by your president, we received you here January 21st, precisely. You came around and handed over the assignment of educational materials. So before I go further, I need you to introduce members of the staff that are into IT.
Cameraman can block you. You cannot block cameraman.
Mine with the price that I have Pastor Shorai John. Pastor, but he's very versatile when it comes to IT issues. Very much as a person. Yeah. Besides him, Mr. Nani is mathematical sciences, and he's also the computer scientist. All of them we welcome you. We appreciate your gesture. That donation, that unity. You promised us quite 9 months ago that there will still be more. That which you bring on to us, we
that the crew AGSOBA and the children and honestly, the school is also very proud. It was a very good, very good and encouraging thing. Appreciate you. I want to read that one of that. I appreciate you more. I've grown. I would have prepared an X for you. I don't think I have the knowledge or
I can also offer that.
go around. But quickly we will arrange something for you. Oh, I will be on for you guys. I want to hand over back to the president of
Thank you very much. So, at this point in time, we will now call on AGSOBA Tunde Elegbede to share his dream about the project before he formally hands over the equipment, and you talk about it, you do the demonstration, talk about the general of the project.
It's nothing going on.
Thank you everybody for the massive presence here, the turnout, the honor of showing up. So, about last year, I'm from the National. My late father was for the very first zonal of the branch controller at WAEC, West of Nigeria. He started WAEC in the state. Back in 1982, my father. What's the name? Chief Elegbede. Oh, Elegbede. Why you keep calling for the job?
Maribo, Mawete Onikoro.
So, my father taught us to always look back where we come from. I've been in the United States since 1991. But part of me is always here. The way I interact with my colleagues, you think that we've never been separated. I speak my mind. Sorry, some people don't like it. But it's Abula language. So how this started was the preamble. I was trained as an animal scientist at the University of Maryland. And the moment I got to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to one of the very best schools in the world, University of Pennsylvania, I was going to go to business school. And I saw, the very first thing I saw was computer. My father was one of the first computer scientists in Africa. Yes, he studied at IBM back in the 50s and 60s. So, but he never showed us this film of computer. So when I got to the school, I saw my very first computer, and it's always been loved ever since. But I had to actually drop out of business school that I was going from. The preamble, that's a preamble to go. It will be followed by the post-amble later. So we should credit Mrs. Moluda for teaching us the excellent command of the English dictionary. I have to recognize some of them too. So, he told us this computer, and I decided looking at this stuff, and I knew how much knowledge that I was able to get from it. Fast forward to last year, I started thinking, how can I give back this commercial? So I got some laptops together with some instructional materials. The basis is anybody can build an infrastructure. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Anybody can present a computer. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. My vision, my goal is to give something that will build the mind. That's my vision. Thank you. And one of the underlying reasons why I made to build the mind was I went to, I was telling my friend, nobody, very few people knew this. I went to from primary 4. I was a very brilliant kid. I read all of Baba Fagwa's book right from my primary 1. All his books. It shows that I had the mind, but I, believe it or not, I repeated 3 times in secondary school. So how can somebody jump from being a phenom to being, you know, one of the last people in school? And I sat down, I psychoanalyzed it, and I realized that 2 critical things were missing. I did not have the appropriate mentorship. My father was busy building up people's lives, but he forgot to look at, you know? I'm sorry, I tell it the way it is, you know? So I didn't have the mentorship, someone to say, hey, you know, how are you progressing? The second thing was I didn't have the appropriate facility to, you know, to nurture that very hungry young man. So I was lying to it, and I made it in my mind that as long as I am still alive, as long as I still have the one breath that God gives me, I'm going to empower the upcoming generation. And who knows, you know, that the beneficiary of these things may come out to develop the cure for cancer one day. Who knows? You know, you never know until you try. You know, so without further ado, I'm very passionate about this. So I credit Lai and Bidemi for giving my whole focus was at Macha. I had a huge dream of setting up all these village kids to compete with the privileged ones in Lagos. I have my project there in phases. Part of the phases is to present, to give this stuff. The second phase of it is to teach them how to write computer programming. And then third one is to take them on an excursion to various, I know a lot of people in high places in Nigeria. I want to use the opportunity and my networking ability to take all these children and expose them and see, wow, this is a different world, so that they can aspire, and see. So fast forward, so we have a WhatsApp group. So when I said I went from primary 4 to secondary school, where I repeated 3 times was Baptist Academy in Lagos. So I remember talking on a platform that Baptist Academy was better than Abeokuta school. Was better. Those were real fighting words. And then they were going to find me. And I said, okay, if you find me, it was like, yeah, I said, okay, if you find me, the fine I'm going to do is I'm going to include Abeokuta school in my vision. And I'm very happy, sir, to announce to you that this school actually has overtaken my other project. Because some of the materials that I'm going to drop in today are going to be first in distributions anywhere in the world. I'll show you, I'll show you a little bit of it. Each one, okay, so this this machine here was donated by my company, Medical Corporations in the United States, medical device company. So there are two sides to it. So we have the student login and administrator login. The administrator can configure, can do things. The students can only consume. That's a consume. They can only as an end user. So my children use a tool in the United States to study. A lot of students use it. It's called the CAN Academy. It's an online repository of instructional videos from various disciplines. Math, of course, this is for English, this is really good. Physics, Mr. Aya, right? Mr. Aya. Biology, Mr. Luderu, you know. Dr. Luderu. Wow, was a doctor then?
Now.
Okay. So, this has over 8,000 instructional videos without being connected to the internet.
Wow.
Videos, yes. 8,000 instructional videos without connection to the internet. And I'll just click on math and I'll quickly show you. And I will go on. Let me go back. I click on that. And I click on. So this covers anything from primary 1 to, believe it or not, second or third year in university. Yes. So I'm in algebra. I click on algebra. It's curated in such a way that it's ordered. And there's an introduction to algebra. I wish I had this. I had a P7 in maths. I actually had a PH once. That's why I didn't make it to Unifem. So there is a overview history of algebra. I know. And introduction to the coordinate plane. I have no idea what that is. And it launches the screen. So believe it or not, I thought about this for several months. Like, how do I envision the usage? And I'm going to rely on the feedback from the users and the drive. And so I could go play. So